Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this session of Yoga, Pranayam, and Meditation. My name is Sabah Heather, and I'll be your guide today as we go through this session of meditation, pranayam, and yoga. We are very fortunate to be able to practice all across the world using the medium, internet, social media, and practice together. These sessions are a collaboration between CGI, Consulate General of India's office in Chicago, and Ashoga Yoga, and that's my yoga company. I have been teaching yoga and meditation for over a decade, and I also train people to become yoga and meditation teachers. And it's my absolute pleasure to bring these classes to you every Wednesday and Friday morning, 7:30 to 8:15 a.m. Now, when you're ready, let's get started with our session today. We will focus on allowing ourselves to relax. Relax not in a way that we just sit on a couch and feel relaxed. Rather, how can we feel relaxed in a way that it really sits within us, it sinks within us, deep relaxation. Now, there are certain tools, there are certain methods that are given in the yogic philosophy that allows for us to deeply relax. So that is what we are going to do today. We will practice a little bit of meditation, we'll practice mudra, hand gesture, and we'll do a little bit of yoga as well that allows for us to deeply relax. Now, oftentimes when we show up to our mats, we show up with a lot of expectations. We expect the body to turn and twist in these postures. We expect our mind to become thoughtless, completely empty. We expect to achieve nirvana, we expect to achieve absolute union. However, all of these things are possible. However, it takes time. So I invite you, as you show up to your mat today, to be patient with yourself, to be kind to yourself, and let your mat, your yoga space, to be judgment-free, to be expectation-free. The life in general demands a lot from us, a lot of expectations, a lot of judgment, sometimes self-judgment, self-criticism. And today, as we practice for the next 45 minutes, we'll try and create a space on our mat where there is no judgment, where there is no self-criticism, where there are no expectations. Now, it sounds simple, but it is quite tricky because the moment we are not able to touch our toes, we start to criticize ourselves. Oh, I'm so stiff. I'm not flexible enough. I shouldn't be doing yoga. This isn't for me. Excuse me. But just because you cannot touch your toes is the exact reason why you should be practicing yoga. Not that touching the toes is the goal here. So let's get started. When you're ready, open your palms out, like someone's going to rest something in your hands. And sideways, allow the tips of your little finger and your ring finger to touch each other. So this is kind of how it will look like if we were to see our hands from up above. Tips of the ring finger and the little finger touching each other sideways. Palms are facing upward. Take any comfortable seated position. Ground down through the legs and the hips. Lengthen through the spine. Soften the belly and the chest. Relax the shoulders and the elbows. Tuck the chin towards the neck. Feel the crown of the head growing up towards the sky. Affirm to yourself quietly, internally, I am here. I am present. I am ready. I am here on my mat today. I am present in my practice mentally. I'm ready to go wherever my practice will take me. spiritually. I am here. I am present. I am ready. Allow your breath to travel down to your abdomen. Feel the diaphragm push down. Feel the lungs be filled with air to the brim. Inhaling and exhaling softly with each breath. Now take a moment here to ask yourself this question. When was it the last time that I felt deeply relaxed? Not while sleeping, while staying awake. When was the last time you felt deeply relaxed? And now that you've received your answer, visualize that you're reliving that moment. Allow that feeling of deep relaxation to come to you in this moment. Allow yourself to feel those emotions that you felt when you were deeply relaxed. And as waves of relaxation flow through your being, affirm, I rest in complete serenity. As waves of relaxation flow through my being, I rest in complete serenity. As waves of relaxation flow through my being, I rest in complete serenity. Three more full breaths here. And when you're ready, softly open your eyes, release your hands down to your knees. Now, go ahead and move your right arm all the way up towards the sky. Once you've done that, flip the right palm back, bending the elbow, rest the hand between your shoulder blades. Now use your left hand to push the right elbow back. Just feel the right shoulder open up. Now take the left arm back, wrap it around your back, and reach for your right hand. Now, some of us may be able to reach for the elbow and others may not be able to do that. So I'm going to go show you a way that you can still try and do the same posture, but with the help of a prop. So what we're going to do here is use a strap. This is an excellent shoulder opener. Most all of us feel tight and stiff in our shoulders these days, just because such is the nature of our work. Typing and texting and all of that makes our shoulders pretty tight. So what you can do is give the strap to your right hand and then hold the strap with your left hand around your back. Maybe turn all the way back so you can see. So either your hands will touch each other behind your back, or you can hold on to a strap. Let's say the hands are not touching each other. Then you can tug on that strap and try and walk your hands towards each other as you're holding the strap between your hands. So go ahead and do that. Hold that for a few breaths and just really feel the right shoulder open up here. Breathing into the chest. Exhale, gently release, let go. Relax the shoulders, relax the elbows. Let's do it on the other side. So lift the left arm up, bend the left elbow and rest the left hand between your shoulder blades. Then send the right arm back, reaching for your hands behind your back. Sit up tall with your spine. Keep breathing here. Just feel the shoulder blades opening up, especially the right shoulder this time, as the left arm is behind your back. Keep breathing, keep holding. And when you're ready, exhale, gently release, let go, shake your arms, shake your hands. Just breathe here. Now wrap your arms around yourself. Now every time I do that, my right arm is on top of my left arm. Now keep walking your hands towards the shoulder blades. Give yourself a big tight hug here and then drop the head down to your arms. Now this is a deep stretch for your cervical spine. And some of you will be comfortable with it, others may find it quite challenging. It seems simple, but it is quite tricky for the spine. So go ahead and see if you are able to drop the head down. And if you feel that tugging, this pulling, decompressing of the upper spine, and try and regulate that. If it's too much, come up a little bit. If not, let the head become heavy and use the weight of the head to allow your upper spine, cervical, and you can even also feel it down into your thoracic spine. Just try and relax the head down to your arms, letting your cervical and your thoracic spine open up. Inhale, lift the head up, send the arms all the way back, push back, push back. I just realized I'm wearing my kurta inside out. Keep pushing the arms all the way back. And exhale, release the hands. Give yourself one resting breath. Now, send the arms back all the way. Now, bring the left arm on top. Now, if yours was the left arm on top the first time around, this time you can just reverse your hand. Again, give yourself a big hug. So I want you to feel the muscles in your shoulders stretching. I want you to feel your shoulders on the top stretching. In the back, they are stretching. So as you wrap your arms around, give yourself again a big hug. This time left on top of the right. Inhale, fill yourself up. And as you exhale, drop the head down. Inhale, lift the head up. Send the arms all the way back, open the chest up, and then rest your hands on your knees, let go. Go ahead and switch legs if you're sitting cross-legged. So if the right foot was forward, bring the left foot forward. Send the arms by your sides. Make a tight fist with your hands, but the thumbs are on top of the fingers, and then tilt the hands out. And repeat again. Fingers into the palm first, then rest the thumb on your index finger, then tilt the fists sideways. Now this is very difficult. Looks very simple, but it can be a lot of different sensations in your arms, especially your hand. So the space around your index finger, your thumb, your wrist, that's where you will feel the stretch. So go ahead and keep holding, keep pouring through your hands like you're holding 2 jugs in your hands. You're just pouring water out of your hands. And exhale, gently release the hands down, let go. Inhale, fill yourself up, prepare, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, resting the hands towards the front, start to fold forward. See how far the head is going to go here. As you can see, my space is strewn around with a lot of stuff, blocks, blanket, a strap. Earlier, I was sitting on a bolster. So all of these are good. They are your friends in your yoga practice, and you use them to make a posture more accessible to you. So we are going to fold forward, and as I'm going to fold forward, I'll see, am I ready to go all the way down to touch my forehead to the mat? Or can I maybe keep a block in front of me and then just rest my head on the block instead of the ground? If one block isn't enough, then you can even have a couple of blocks in front of you to relax your forehead down to the block. Now let's say you don't have a block, so then just use a couple of pillows, maybe cushions from your room, anything that will help you rest your head on it. Sometimes even a piece of furniture, maybe a low table, a stool or something like that can work as well. So go ahead and find what is going to work for you. Then rest the head down. You can even rest your head down on your work desk in front of you if that's where you are. Now, as your head becomes heavy and falls to the block or props in front of you, feel the stretch travel down to your middle spine. Spine between your rib cage and maybe a little bit lower down as well. So see how we are progressing from the upper spine to the middle spine. Just deeply relaxing the spine here. Press into your hands, inhale, lift up. And then switch legs. Now, when I was folding forward with my left leg in front of me, there was a deep stretch on my left leg. The outer thigh, the shin, the hip, and the lower back. So this is an excellent exercise in opening the hips, opening the tight compressed spine. So, but it's asymmetrical. It's one side at a time. So go ahead and switch sides here. So I'm bringing my right leg forward now. Inhale, fill yourself up, prepare. And as you exhale, start to fold forward. press into your hands. Inhale, lift the head up. And when you're ready, here's the fun thing. So people try to lift off the mat, come up to a standing position, but we'll try and do it without the use of the hands. So see that if that is possible for you. So go ahead and bend your knees and plant your feet into the mat, lift the hips off the mat. I'm not using my hands, I'm not using my arms at all. My hips are now off the mat and all the way up to standing. Now let's say that that's not a possibility today, then you can use maybe one finger, maybe one hand, and try and see how you're able to bring yourself up to a standing position. So now that we are up to standing, go ahead and stand towards the front of your mat. Hands can stay on the waist or by your sides, it doesn't really matter. Now bend your right knee slightly towards the back, and then send the right knee back. Send the right knee back. The knee is bent, and then you're pushing the knee back. But as I push my knee back, the body's tendency is to lean forward. Your job would be to make sure that the body does not lean forward. The body stays straight, just bending the knee and sending the knee back. I don't want you to kick with your foot. I want you to send the knee back. So when you send the knee back, you'll feel this tug in the back of your right thigh. I want you to feel that activation of your hamstrings, the back of your leg. We want to make sure that the hamstrings are strong. So today we are working on strengthening the hamstrings, and it's absolutely important if you want flexibility to improve in our postures to first work on strengthening the hamstrings. And it's such a simple exercise. Sending the foot back and then push the knee back. Keep kicking with your knee. And once the knee is no more going any further, then maybe you can lead with your foot. So push the knee back first, and then maybe straighten the leg. So go ahead and kick the leg back just a few more times. And now let's hold the leg up there. Try and send the leg back, and then lift the leg higher up. The more you do that, the more you'll feel the muscles in the back of your leg really doing the work, standing up, really activated here, showing up to the practice. Sending the leg as far back as possible and lifting the leg as high as possible. Notice how I'm leaning with my upper body forward ever so slightly. So my job would be to make sure I keep my upper body straight. And it's not easy, it's pretty tricky. When you're ready, relax the right leg down. Let's do it on the other side. So go ahead, excuse me, bend the left knee slightly, kick the leg back. And keep kicking the leg back, come back and send it back. Bring it in and send it all the way back. So just kicking a few times, letting the hamstrings do the work on the left side. Simple exercise, just kicking the knee back. Remember, we are just focusing on the knee. If you want to straighten the leg, be my guest, go ahead and do it. But really just focusing on the back of your thigh. Now, let's hold the leg all the way back and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, awesome. So this is an excellent exercise in strengthening the legs, especially some of you may have restless leg syndrome. And it's difficult for you to fall asleep. The legs are just agitated, irritated. This will be a great exercise in strengthening the legs and maybe reducing some of that irritability. Now, resting the hands on the waist again. This time, send the right leg all the way to the right side. And notice how I'm leaning to the left. So my job would be to counter that, keep my upper body straight, and just send the right leg as high as I can to the right side. Again, not easy because you'll feel your outer right thigh, all of your right leg, all the way up from your waist down, maybe to your knee or just above the knee. That sensation is quite prominent. The stretch is quite prominent. And so I would invite you to just hold the leg up there and let the leg do the work. Excellent exercise again in strengthening the leg muscles. Keep holding as high as you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale, gently release, let go. Now let's say you're able to lift the leg up, but you're not able to maintain your balance here. It's very wobbly. So I would invite you to go into a wall and still kick the leg up, but use the wall to help you stay supported, to have that balance, but the leg is still doing the work. I promise you, when you do it with the wall, it is not easy. It doesn't become easier. It just is easier in terms of the balancing aspect, not so much the intensity, the work that your body will be doing here. So go ahead and switch sides here, finding ground here. Feet as wide as the hips are, grounding down through the right foot. Send the left leg nice and high. Now, one thing the body will do is turn the toes out. That's not what we're doing. We're leading with the outer edge of the left foot, left or right, whichever side you're doing. So lift, push up with the outer edge of your left leg. Keep kicking, keep lifting. It's tricky to stay balanced here. And notice how much work the left leg has to do, the right leg has to do. Keep breathing, keep lifting, keep holding. And exhale, gently release. Whew, that's not easy. It's a really challenging stretch, but really beneficial. So you see, we focused on the back of the leg, we focused on the side of the leg, and now let's see if we can activate the front of the leg. Now, this is the most tricky part. So I will show you a few variations and you can choose to do whichever works for you. So option number 1, bend the right knee towards the chest and find your balance here. Now again, if you need to use the wall to stay balanced here, then you can absolutely do that. Just have your back into the wall and then pull the right knee in towards the chest. So that's option 1. Option 2, bringing the right knee in towards the chest, hold the back of the right thigh with your hands and slowly start to straighten the right leg towards the front. This is option 2. You can do option 2 with or without the wall, your choice. Option 3, let the right leg be up there nice and high, finding your balance, and let go of your hands. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bend the knee. Relax the leg down, relax the arms down. And now you will be feeling all of these muscles in the front, all your quads, your hip flexors, really doing the work in making you hold your posture. So it's a complete exercise for your legs, but it is also, we've also gone through the whole spine at the beginning when we were doing our seated posture. So if all the time that you have is just these 45 minutes in your day, it's an excellent exercise, this whole class, because we worked on our shoulders and arms, we worked on our spine, cervical, thoracic, and lumbar. And now we are working on our legs. So it becomes a complete practice given the time limitation. Let's move to the other side. So again, choose what you want to do here. Just the knee in towards the chest. Is that what you want to do? Are you ready to hold the back of your thigh with your hands and then straighten the leg out? Or are you ready to let go of your hands? So choose. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, bend the knee and rest down. Excellent job, everyone. Now let's say you have more time than we will have in today's class. Then repeat this thing, this whole mini sequence. Leg back, leg sideways, and then leg forward. So this would be a complete practice, really engaging all the muscles in your leg and making your legs really, really strong, especially if you tend to be on your feet a lot during the day. Now let's go ahead, lift the arms up, reach up, fill yourself all the way up. And as you exhale, fold forward towards your feet. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be anywhere that the mind wants it to be. Remember, we started the class with no expectations, no judgment, no criticism. And my job is to continue to provide you options, different variations, so that you don't feel overwhelmed in the practice. Just relax the head here, relax the arms now. Let the arms become heavy. Notice my knees are generously bent. And that's absolutely all right. Knees don't have to be straight. Just allow the arms to be heavy. Hold your opposite elbows, drawing the upper body down towards the ground. And notice how the lower back feels. Like it's opening up, decompressing. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Upper body heavy. Slowly and mindfully lift yourself all the way up to standing. And I say slowly because there will be a change in the blood pressure. So be very mindful in lifting yourself all the way up. And one more time, exhaling, opening the chest out with your arms, like your chest is going to expand with your arms, pulling the belly in toward the spine, pushing the hips back, relax the head down. The knees can be generously bent. Upper body is heavy. Arms are heavy, elbows are heavy. Just try to relax here. Again, this is one posture that looks simple, that looks easy, but it is quite challenging. So you will have to find what's that space, what's that edge for me here? How far do I want to fold forward? Can I bend my knees? Can I let the head and my arms become heavy? Now, the heaviness of the legs is pulling the pelvis down. The heaviness of the head and arms, your head and your arms, is pulling the upper spine down. So it's a wonderful decompression of the whole spine. You are still feeling the activation of your hamstrings here. Deep breaths. Inhale, gently lift up, reach up. Now, widen your feet as wide as your mat is. I'm sideways here. Inhale, fill yourself up. And as you exhale, lower all the way down. Now, let's say if all the way down is not an option for you, then don't do all the way down. Just do as far as you can. Inhale, pressing into the feet, come all the way up. And as you exhale, bending the knees lower down. So go ahead and find what works for you. You may be hearing my joints crack. And that's a good thing about the practice is that all that trapped fluid and air in the joints gets released. We really make the joints lubricated and keep their range of motion maintained. So go ahead, lower down, and inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. So just a few more times. So we really allow the hips to open up, the legs to become strong. Excellent exercise in establishing that mind-body connection, because there's a lot that the body is doing here in trying to lower down and trying to lift up. It's an excellent exercise for the balance. Now let's come down to the squat. Malasana, garland posture. Press your elbows into your knees, your inner legs, to open the chest out. Keep holding, keep breathing. Pushing the heels of the hands towards each other, making a tight fist and using that fist to open the hips up as well. Hips are off the mat and heels are on the mat. And now release. Drop the hips down to the mat. Soles of the feet together in front of you in a butterfly, Baddha Konasana. Inhale, fill yourself up. And as you exhale, take your time. It doesn't have to happen in one breath. Slowly start to release your head down. Now, let's say our goal is to bring the head all the way down to the feet. For some of us, the forehead will touch the feet. For others, maybe not. So go ahead and use your props and try and drop the head down to your props instead of your feet. Relax your shoulders, elbows, and hands. Inhale, gently lift up, bringing the spine to a neutral. Go ahead and release your block. And now I invite you to take a comfortable seated position or even lay down on your mat. If you're practicing at home, if you're practicing in a space where you can lay down on your mat, then I really encourage you to lay down. Let's say you cannot lay down, then just go ahead and take a comfortable seated position. You don't have to stay laying down. Sitting up comfortably here, close your eyes. Find your breath. Close your eyes. And if you want, you can bring your hands in the same position as we started the class with, touching the little fingers and the ring fingers sideways to each other. Palms are opening up towards the sky. Dvimukha Mudra, the gesture of deep relaxation. Relax your feet, your knees, your thighs. Relax your hips, your spine, the muscles in the back that support your spine, the belly, the chest, the shoulders, the arms. Feel the energy flowing through your hands. Find length in your neck. Relax your face and your head. And as you stay here with your eyes closed, allow your breath to be that cleansing wave that takes away anxiety, worry, depression, feeling of overwhelm. It takes all of that away from the body, washes the body off of all of these things. Replacing them with serenity, joy, contentment, deep relaxation. As waves of relaxation flow through my being, I rest in complete serenity. As waves of relaxation flow through my being, I rest in complete serenity. As waves of relaxation flow through my being, I rest in complete serenity. And when you're ready, softly open your eyes. Ending the class with 3 full breaths together. Inhale, lift the arms up, reach up. Exhale, release the hands down to your heart. 2 more full breaths. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. 1 more big breath. I bow down to the goodness in you, the universe that dwells in you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day, your Friday, or whichever day you're practicing this class on. I will see you next class. We meet every Wednesday and Friday, 7:30 a.m. Central, and the class at 8:15. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see you next class. Thank you.